Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we are currently working on pushing our borders outside of Alba at this point. We definitely do need to fight Francia. Now is still not the time for that. We will get to it. The question does come down to when, but I would like to get some holding upgrades going here. Oh, we are already building a building there. Sure. We should spend down our gold, though, that's for sure. So let's just look through here. Here's a holding upgrade. Fantastic. We could get another cheap holding upgrade. I'd rather not do a Grand Temple, and we're lacking the gold for that anyway. This city needs a lot of work. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and put a guild in there. That'll be fine for now. And I suppose we could do, like, a building upgrade beyond that. So something along the lines... Hello, pause menu. Something along the lines of that. Beautiful. That should do the trick. Let's take a look through our situation here. Yeah, not a lot to be done there, to be honest. We don't want to ransom the Duke of Kent. So as far as the war with Francia goes, I continue to say now is not the time. The time will come. It definitely will, and we'll keep checking in on that. They're currently allied to Navarra, and that gives them about an extra 11,000. So as a hypothetical, we're not going to do this, but as a hypothetical, 101 to 94. Okay. We could probably win that. Probably. But it would be costly, and I don't think it's required. So our son just came of age. This is our player heir. He became a fortune builder. Okay, that's not too bad. That'll definitely help our domain holding issues. That said, we don't need all that much more. We would just need to revoke Castlebar, and that's not a big deal. So overall, that seems fine. We've got all of this taken over. We're looking to get, I believe it was 7 titles out of Norway. Yes, 7 titles out of Norway, and we have 2 that we have claims on right now. So we're working on this 3rd claim. And these claims do take a while because they're non-adjacent, if I recall correctly. Yeah. It takes twice as long. Noted. So if we were to declare here, would that help us? Well, no, not really. Because even with the multiple, or with the increased claim speed, that would only affect here. This doesn't open up anything for us. We just need to continue fabricating up this coast. That's all there is to it. We also need to continue spending down our gold, of course. And we'll go ahead and take a look at that. I suppose we could build like farms and fields. We need to increase our income. Increasing our income is a very high priority because we are negative when we raise all of our forces, which isn't great. So we'll just continue to look for additional upgrades here. Sure, that'll do. And we can upgrade these freeholds. Excellent. What else can we do over here? I'd love to get... Oh, this castle actually just started upgrading on its own. Cool, so we won't need to do that one. This castle could be done. We are lacking some gold there. I don't suppose we can ask the Pope for gold to invest into our realm. He's a little busy right now. He would not accept that right now. He is greedy. So he'll need to have some extra gold. Yes. The County of Rogaland. Do it. So we are definitely going to want to continue to fabricate up over this direction. So that's 3 out of the 7 that we need. Marital recriminations, huh? Don't worry. Okay, so I wanted to come down over this direction and get this castle upgrading next. We are going to have to wait 2 month ticks for that. A practice duel, huh? 95% chance of winning that. So, let's see. We do win it. Beautiful. As expected. It would be slightly shocking if we didn't, to be honest. We're lacking 3 gold. Okay, there we go. So we'll get that fortress going. We do not ransom this duke. Cool. So now the question is, when are we going to fight Francia? And I think the answer to that is we wait until our brother-in-law here dies, and then we fight Prince Aymar once he's the emperor. Aymar the Third. That would be the idea here, I think. That'll probably be when they're weakest. Unfortunately, Aymar the Second is of good health, and he's 41, so that'll probably be a while. That's okay. I'm not too concerned about that. I do want to target Norway, and once we have Norway targeted, the question then becomes, does Denmark hold any de jure Norwegian territory? Actually, quite a lot. And Sweden holds some as well. So that would give us a pretty good in to fight over here. I like it. So that'll allow us to work towards forming Scandinavia. Always a good one to work on. We do need 93 de jure counties for that. That's a lot of de jure counties. No doubt about that. But it's certainly an expansion that we can work on. Kicking Francia out of Wales would be amazing. Unfortunately, it's just not the time for it. It really, really isn't. Apparently we missed a holding here. Problem solved. Okay, well, that was a thing. I thought that we had gone through and determined that we didn't need any more of those, but apparently not. Well, I mean, I know we went through. I must have missed that one. This castle is very low level. Already constructing in this barony. Yep. Okay, this is a level 3 castle. We can go ahead and upgrade that. Of course she'll be there. So we have a dangerous faction here. We'll take a look at that in a moment. We could grab strict organization or enduring hardships. We'll take enduring hardships. Cool. This is a liberty faction? And one has to ask, how much do we actually care about it? I think the answer there is very little. Aymar II was just excommunicated. Fascinating. So that would depose him. That's not really what we want to do, of course. But that might open up opportunities for us. Yet this life. We'll keep an eye on that. Okay. So, I really don't think that we care about this Liberty faction. I really, really don't. The Liberty faction is fairly irrelevant, and I'd rather fight them and get it over with than try to perpetuate this situation, I think. So that should be absolutely fine. No major issues there. How long on cranes? 4 years, huh? Okay. We're going to want to start banking up gold fairly soon. I think that's pretty obvious. Let's go ahead and get a couple more upgrades going here. Something like... what do we got down here? That's a temple. I'd rather not upgrade temples, if at all possible. Just because, realistically, this guy should be upgrading his temples. He's got so much money. So, it's definitely something that I'm interested in doing. A faction to install someone else, huh? I don't think any of these will be relevant. So, the Liberty faction is going to exist. We can always call France in for free in a defensive war here. And I think we just let them fight us. Get that over with, and then we don't have to deal with it while we're fighting Norway. That's the overall concept here. Like, we're going to be working on fabricating on Norway for a while now, right? So, yep, go ahead and give us that claim. And what else do we have? I wanted to not raise a rally point. I wanted to fabricate a claim up over here. Beautiful. So that puts us at 4 out of the 7 that we need. Just these 3 to go. Cool. We're definitely going to crush this faction fairly soon. 7 months, and it is the Duke of Essex that's leading the faction. Essex and Moray? Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I think we absolutely do this. I don't even think we'll need to bring in Francia, but we have the option. If we decide that we do need it. Oh, we can ask the Pope for gold. We'll definitely do that. We can ransom this guy, and so we shall. Okay, he is not upset with us, apparently. He's just a cat. Get out of here. Cool. So we're going to prepare to raise up, honestly, right in London. 2 months until they can send their ultimatum. And we're banking gold at this point for this war, as well as for cranes, I think. That's 3 years out, but the war is going to be somewhat expensive. Okay, they're 1 month away from sending their ultimatum. We're going to raise up all of our forces in London. They can set their ultimatum at any time now. And our forces are pre-raised. We are losing money, but we have plenty in the bank. Okay, let's go ahead and split off a siege force here. And the rest of these guys can walk down this direction, where they're going to start splitting up. I think splitting into 4 units will be sufficient, judging by the supply limits out here. Yeah, that looks good. So we'll just do something like this. And the question is, when are they going to send their demand? And there it is. So we're going to say we will not be threatened. War will be declared. No shockers here. We're going to start up this siege, and we're going to put in this guy. We need to immediately start moving back over here. We just didn't know exactly when they were going to join in. So we're going to immediately head on over, and they don't like this situation. I can't say as I blame them. Now, which of these armies is our siege force? This one. So we're going to shift-click to deselect it, group together all of the rest, and we're going to chase down this force. We did just lose our counselor here. So we'll put in our son, not our heir, but our son. Cool. We are moving a lot faster than they are. Oh, they embarked. Okay. That made more sense. So there's this force up over here. There's this force over this way. They're coming and sailing around over here. Okay. Noted. So, of course, for this to work, they have to take our capital, which they are working on doing. Let's make our way over there, and we will embark. So that's going to cost us 528 gold, but that's okay. We did just take over their capital, and we'll continue to siege here. Now, they could come down here and fight this force. That would be potentially problematic. Don't worry, I'll deal with Peter. Cool. So we are going to pay to embark here. We are going to want a new marshal, which would be like this guy. Okay, noted. So we're losing money. This was fully expected, and we're going to continue to push our way through these sieges. We do have this faction that can send their ultimatum in 25 months. I don't think they're actually all that threatening, although we may want to form an alliance with this guy. He's unmarried, so we could definitely have him marry our daughter, and that would solve that problem. No issues there. Beautiful. So we see that they've got 32k troops over here on their way over. But they're very spread out over here, and we're going to have the defensive terrain here. So they're not going to like this battle at all. That said, they got here in time. Okay, we'll go ahead and call in France then. It's not a big deal. And we'll retreat from here as soon as we can, which is literally right now. Remember, we're continuing to get our sieges down over this way, so this is all fine. They do have pretty good numbers here, 80,000. Yeah, and they're just all grouped together right here. So we're out of here. Apparently our son died. So we're now rivals with this guy. Okay, so we're just retreating down over here. That's fine. Wait a second. We're retreating into hostile territory. That's really awkward. Game, I feel like you shouldn't allow that. Okay, let's go ahead and reduce our army gold maintenance and increase our friendly territory levy reinforcement rate. Beautiful. And then we're going to turn right on around over here. And they're about to take over our capital. That's fine. That does mean that they have ticking war score. I really didn't think they'd be able to pile in quite as quickly as they did there. But it's okay. So the question now is, where is France? They're down over here. I mean, I don't love that, but okay. We're going to raise up additional forces here. And we're going to move in and group in there. Are we going to hire any mercs? We are positive financially now. Sure, we can go ahead and play this board game. What are we going to do? We are going to just spam Marshall. And we win. Fantastic. An excellent match. So do we hire any mercs? The answer is we pretty much do need to, if France isn't going to land forces here. So, to that end, we'll go with somebody like crossbows would be interesting. And then probably some pikes. And some heavy infantry. So something like that. Cool. Next, we're going to look to fight somewhere out over this direction. They're pretty spread out. It'll take them some time to get here. And that's the idea. They're not all coming this way either. This is amazing. Why are they not all coming this way? These guys are really, really not helping. Okay, so we win that battle. How many do we have remaining? I can't see under this retreat. Oh yeah, we're celebrity now. Cool. How many is here? 33,912? Okay, this looks good. These guys are locked in up here. I don't know why they didn't all pile in. They should have. If they had, we would have lost that battle. But they didn't. And so we didn't. And now we're winning this battle as well. This is a big, big turnaround here. The real problem is France isn't really doing anything. So what we have to do here is we have to come over here and fight these guys and take back our capital. This leaves these guys retreating towards our siege force, leaving them at risk. And France is embarking here and coming to join us up this way. I really wish you wouldn't, France. This is kind of pointless. Yes, see it done. Okay, so we're going to continue to work on our fabrication over here. France is really not helping us very much here, I'll be honest. At least not so far. Now that their troops are up here, though, that will mean that we can come over here and fight these guys more readily. But the fact that we won those battles the way we did probably means that we don't need France's help. Now, these guys are embarked. This is the bulk of their force, and I'm wondering where they're heading. Are they heading here to attack this force? No, they're actually coming down over this way. Fascinating. They're landing on Ireland again. This is a mistake. They should not land on Ireland again. This is a big, big mistake. Okay, we just won a siege out over this way, so we'll continue heading down. We're 97% war score now that we took back our capital. I don't know why they decided to land on Ireland again, where the French army was. The French army is unbled. They cannot deal with the French army. The war's over. So that's great. We aren't surprised that we won that war. I do wish we hadn't had to bring in Francia, but, I mean, they did take like half of our forces. So, at this point, yeah, this is not going to be a problem. Beautiful. So we're going to head on up over to Norway and take a peek at what we've got going on here. So claims-wise, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. This will be number 6. Or no, we have 4. No, we're up here. So this is 5. This will be number 6 and number 7. Right. That's correct. This is acceptable. Cool. So now we're not going to have to deal with that faction for a good long time. As long as we leave these guys imprisoned anyway. So that is indeed the plan. And we're saving up our cash now. We do know that we're going to need a lot more cash if we want to consistently have our armies raised. That said, Cranes is going to finish in 11 months here. 12 months. 11 months. The game's a little unsure. We're going to stock up on our cash, and we're going to look to upgrade a lot of stuff over here. This is the guy that killed our son. So we're not going to get rid of our rivalry with him. Now that, of course, was not our son and heir. Our heir is this guy. And we should probably find him a spouse, shouldn't we? someone along the lines of Alice here. A potential alliance there for losing 2 stewardship. Yeah, we'll go with Alice here. That'll be fine. Cool. Okay, so now that our son is married and these betrothed can marry, we'll go ahead and do that. Cool. I want to take a look. Okay, our brother-in-law is now 46. He's still in good health. We're looking for an opportunity to take this over, but we do still value our alliance with Francia. There's no doubt about that. It's truly heartfelt, right? Actually, we'll go with the prestige. Cool. So, Norway is progressing as far as these claims go. We're going to have the claims that we need very, very soon. We're at 77% there. We just need the 1 claim beyond. So we're about 2 years away from that. We're very, very close to getting cranes. And as soon as we have cranes... Our wife doesn't like Alice, huh? That is our daughter-in-law. I'm not sure why it doesn't say daughter-in-law here. It's just courtier. So, yeah. We are not going to kick our daughter-in-law out of court. That's pretty clear. Cranes are currently only 8 months away. Beautiful. We'll have this very, very, very soon. And I'm hoping that this goes on to rightful ownership. Because after cranes, we need to go with Royal Armory. That's all there is to it. Our levies have recovered. That is a good thing. And there's that fabrication finished. Excellent. We are going to continue to work on fabrication up here. There we go. Are we going to go for the entire coastline? I mean, we could. Ah, snow finally died. It's been a while, no doubt about that. Well, farewell, snow. Cool. So we're going to grab strict organization here. We are known for our dedication to our faith, apparently. We're 50 years old right now and in very good health. Okay, good to know. The Duke of York does not get to be ransomed. I can tell you that right now. That's for sure. 2 months away from cranes. Beautiful. Okay, maybe 3 months. It's slightly random. The Duke of Essex wants to ransom off his daughter. That's okay. We do need a new marshal, and that will be our son. Excellent. Yep, our merc contracts are expiring, but there is cranes. Beautiful. We obviously go for Royal Armory next. Beyond that, we'll see what happens after our exposure finishes. That's 9 months out. If that goes to rightful ownership, that would be ideal. If it goes to any of these 3, that's like a secondary ideal. If it goes to anything else, it's kind of mediocre. I mean, primogeniture would be good to have. But it would still be kind of awkward. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to immediately work on upgrading all of our castles that we personally hold. We're going to upgrade their economic structures. We want to increase our income here across the board. And so all of this is going to be very important. We will allow these holdings that we don't personally hold to upgrade on their own until we're done upgrading our castles. We definitely get the Magistrate's Court here. Beautiful. So that's fine for now. That said, we do have some excess gold. And when we do have the excess gold, then I'm interested in upgrading a city like that. Cool. So that is looking great. This claim will be done very shortly. That means that we will be declaring war on Norway eventually when we're able to actually claim the entire kingdom. That would be great. It is time to pay the royal court a visit, I guess. I'll speak well of him. Okay, all good. So that's fine. We're waiting on this guy to die, I think, before we declare our war on Francia, especially with their alliance with Italy here and Burgundy. Well, Burgundy is an internal alliance. They've got Navarra and Italy here, though, and yeah, that means that we're definitely not in a position to take Wales from Francia right now. We'll keep checking in on that, and that will remain a goal. We're just going to have to look for the correct opportunity for it, and that's okay. No problems there. As far as Norway goes, we can take Norway whenever we want. Norway is irrelevant. And that's completely fine. We'll take over another kingdom up here, and that would be absolutely phenomenal. It is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to continue to work on our economic upgrades over here. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes. Okay, yep, these feasts are fine. In the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, James, Shadowwolf, Mlohan80, Kentogan, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Rogue Corvid, Anna the Elephant, and all the rest. And I just want to point out, Ermine Cloaks just finished up. What are we exposing next? Noblesse oblige. Ew. Okay. That's not ideal. And of course, thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video. And as always, I will see you all next time.